How we doing there, peeps? You wouldn't believe it. We're back at the scene of the crime here. 1 week on. Sunday again. A week on from last Sunday. And if you look here across this bit of a river here, where we got across the last time, if you look through the trees there, I don't know if you can see it. Let's try and bring it up a bit. Okay, that might be a bit better. You see through the trees and the height of the rails. This is where they've gone to now. They've put rails all along that on the far side. That even if you do get over, you now have to negotiate the rails as well. So they copped that one fairly quickly, yeah. So this is a Newhall in Kildare, where we're back at the scene of the crime after a week. You see the rails there now, you can see them better there, yeah. Like what they won't do here, guys, to keep this as much covered up as they can, that runs all the way down into that haulage yard, as I was telling you, and that's 2 fields across. It's a fair distance away, right? It'd answer Kildare County Council a lot more better now to do something with this river here, as in clean it up. If you look down there in the distance, you can see the rubbish that is in this. Look at this here, sofas, you name it, are pumped in here. Nobody seems to care, and they talk about the environment then. If you look over there, look at that, with tyres and God knows what, everything just falling down into it over time as it gets pushed forward. So that's what's going on there. But something I didn't get to point out to you last week, because of this calling the guards carry on, was this situation here. Here we are, Dublin bus, and look at all of this, lads, and you'll be familiar with this if you see this in the mostly at the bridges of the railway stations, coming in and out of the railway stations now. You'll see all this green fencing. This is brand spanking new. If you look here, the concrete is new here. This has only been put in. Brand spanking new, this stuff. Right, all have been put in here to set up this bus depot. Right now, there's 18 buses there that I count, double-decker buses belonging to Dublin Bus. It's not finished yet, as you can see, because you have diggers up there still working in the area. You can see all the gravel and whatever there, yeah. So it's still being worked on. But this now is obviously going to be their transport stream from that camp just across the way here. And as I say, look at what they've done. So you can see 2 people, you know, there's no expense spared here to do anything they have to do to keep people away from this, to keep them from seeing what's going on here. But by my estimation, now I got a few things wrong there last week, but we're not always all right, you know what I mean? We try our best. But my estimation here, with what's going on over there, you have, from what I can see, there's 3 beds to each of these units, and there's not much more you can do in there after your bed, because that's all you can do is sleep. There's no facilities in there whatsoever. So this is bullshit with Ukrainian families. You know, it was Ukrainian families at the start, fair enough. Going right back, the very start, it was Ukrainian families, but that's about the height of it now. That was the ruse to bring in every country in Africa. You know, and that's what's happening, let's be honest here. The towns are destroyed with African people. The majority not doing anything, just hanging around the streets, bored. Yeah, undocumented military-age men. Simple as that, and there's no denying that. They can say what they like. Military-age men, nothing else to do. Of course they're going to be on the towns and looking out for women. They're human, no more than anybody else. Right? And that's what they're doing here. Imagine 950 going into this site here. And the money that's changing hands, lads, that's the important thing as well. It's all about the money. And as I was saying, if you only have that type of rub haul, the canvas the white canvas covering there, that's a rub hall as we would call it, but a marquee. So if that's a dining facility, then you have to take it that the food, much like in Mullingar at the army barracks, although they have cooking facilities inside in that barracks, you had a situation where the food was coming in from outside. So now, as I said last week, you have to see the amount of people being brought into the equation here. You know, Newbridge is not too far away. Naas itself is not too far away, but to cater for 950 people, can you imagine the food that's going to be moving in and out of there every day? Can you imagine the amount of restaurants or whatever it is in Newbridge and Naas that will be pulled into this and making money out of providing food? There's other small things, like, I mean, a small thing like going to the toilet. You're going to need toilet rolls. These guys are not going to be going out and buying all this kind of stuff themselves. This is all going to be provided. Absolutely every service that's needed is going to be provided. As I say, go back to Mullingar Army Barracks. And this is when they were bringing down the riot squad, because the people were stopping the food going in. But and they could have done that, as I said, being ex-military, they could have done that at the back yet. But they didn't want to do that. They wanted to put on the show for everybody of the riot squad. The intimidation. Gardaí fully behind this, you know what I mean? If they weren't, they'd walk away. And I spoke to one Garda myself, a guy that I know, and asked him, what's the story? Are you going to pull away from this? And his very simple answer was, I'm not giving up that kind of money for nobody. And as you can see, lads, go back that time when they were out looking for their 40 million. They got that 40 million fairly quick because they were going out with the blue flu. You know, and the government needed them on side, so they got their 40 million for nurses and you name it, carers and whatever, crying out for raises and they're not getting it. The Gardaí got it because they knew what they wanted them for. But as I say, look along there, that's going all the way down. That fencing now, all the way down. And as I say, that's 2 fields away, the haulage yard. But there you go, bus Éireann, yeah, bus Éireann, 18 double-decker buses there. The site has only been, it's getting up and going. Fencing all the way around there. The money is unbelievable that's going into this. The catering facilities, as you can see. So if you pull all of these people into the equation, well then it's fairly obvious that they're not going to have a problem with it. But they'll never be honest, as in they don't have a problem with strangers coming into their town. That's not how they'll see it, no, but that's how they'll say it. And it's not about that, it's about the money. The money that's been sent here, that so-called King Charlie himself said it. He's the leader of this World Economic Forum. And he said it, it's going to take trillions. Now, of course, money, it's only digits on a screen at the end of the day. It's not hard cash. But trillions it's going to take, and trillions it's taken. Look at all this set up here. What sort of cost has gone in there to put this kind of fencing in all the way around? Brand spanking new, as I said. This is your new bus depot in the middle of Newhall in Kildare. There we go. That will be their transport. And every other service then that's coming off of this. Absolutely crazy. You'll never get those people standing up and going against this. Yeah, you'll never get them doing it. Why? Why? The common denominator is money. Money, guys. That's all it's about. It's all about the money, from the very lowest to the very highest. It's all about the money. So now, there's your bus depot. Something I forgot to point out last week. I've been up at the camp there, outside the camp. There's not a whole lot of people there. They're doing it in shifts, but look, the riot squad came when the time was right in Mullingar, where we were with our gazebos and the whole lot, and they just whipped a lot of it. tore it down in a matter of hours, it was gone. They'll do the very same thing here, you know, and they have an injunction going in either tomorrow or Tuesday. That's their new angle now. They're doing the same with Rossgrey. They're going with injunctions to get the people out, you know. And sure, where then are you going to find a solicitor that's going to go against the state to appeal these injunctions? So we're caught at every angle, because as you know, the courts are corrupt. They're totally captured. Politicians are captured. All of official Ireland is captured. Colleges, you name it. You could talk here forever. And no point me preaching to the choir. But I just said I'd come back and have a look. There's your bus depot here. There at the moment, 18 double-decker buses. And newly put in there, look. Brand new. Manholes, brand new. All that concrete in there, that's all brand new. So that's your bus service. For Joe Biden now is calling them newcomers. We forgot about foreigners, we forgot about refugees. Newcomers is what we are to call them from now on. Newcomers. You couldn't make it up. Lads, I'm very sorry that I had to do this on the recording, because would you believe it? I just switched on my live and I noticed that Jeremy and Sonia of the commission, the media commission that is newly formed, have banned my live for 54 days. Why? I don't know. I haven't done a live since last week. I was already on a ban. I finished that ban, but they've banned it for 54 days. So we're being shut up, lads, on social media, left, right and centre. But look, I'll upload this. It might take a while, but we'll get it uploaded. There's your bus depot, right outside where the plantation centre is. All double-decker buses, ready to go. So, talk to you later, lads.